Hello internet friends, welcome to the Legion Alpha Beta summary of the Arms Warrior First Pass. If you are new to these series or have not seen the other testing I have done, please refer to my channel guide, which is linked on my Twitch page, which will give you an entire Google document for all the special episodes that I've covered in the past, as well as the VODs for the entire testing process of all these specs, as well as the links to all the other YouTube videos as well. Or they're on the playlist here on the channel, of course. But today is the Arms Warrior. Did about a little over 3 hours of testing and had some help, some friends in chat that do a lot of Arms Warrior shenanigans in the future. And it's okay. I think it's very slow, it's very fantasyful, it's very chunky, it's very like big hits, very Arms Warrior, me smash, bam bam. And it feels fine. Biggest component of the big bam bam smash smash is the mastery change to Colossal Might, which increases the damage of your Colossal Smash by a whole poop ton. And the same amount that increases the damage of the Colossal Smash by, it also increases the damage that you deal during the debuff of Colossal Smash, which it's 80% additional from your mastery, 20% normal. So there's also a 20% base amount on Colossal Smash. So right now, with the current mastery plus the base, it's a double damage component during the Colossal Smash window. 100% bonus damage for 6 seconds during that window. So we'll get into more of that in the future, of course. That's the main bread and butter. Obviously, you're going to Colossal Smash, and you're going to put stuff in that Colossal Smash window. That didn't change at all, really. That's still the bread and butter of the Arms Warrior. However, you have a couple new passives. Tactician is passive for you now, where Slam, Whirlwind, and Execute have a 20% chance per target hit to reset the cooldown of Colossal Smash. Now, for Execute and Slam, makes sense, right? It only hits one target. Sure. So you can get resets on your Colossal Smash with Executes and Slams. And then your Whirlwind, however, Whirlwind hits 3 times. So I'm not actually sure, and we couldn't really figure this out because it's kind of like buggy right now. And if you want to see all the bug reports, then please refer to the description box. I have the entire Google document for you. This class had the most tooltip problems or possible errors or bugs I think I've seen of any class so far. It's literally like almost an entire plus page and a little bit more. It's the most. So if you want to check out all the stuff that's kind of then check out that Google Doc. So Whirlwind hits 3 times. So is it a 20% chance per Whirlwind hit all 3 times per target? So if you AoE 3 targets, do you have 9 chances to reset, a 20% chance to reset your Colossal Smash, or do you have 3 chances, right? So it could change, of course, as it is Alpha Beta right now, but that's your main reset mechanic. And then you have Seasoned Soldier, which is just 10% additional dollar damage done when you have a 2-hander equipped. Other passes right now, of course, are because of my talents. But I'm going to show off some animations on some of these mobs over here. I want to show off Execute, of course, so you can see what it looks like. Mortal Strike, and Mortal Strike, and Execute. Wow! Then we can show off Victory Rush here. Woo! I'll show off some Whirlwind. On single target, it's obviously not, that good, but we'll just show it off because that's what it looks like. I will say right now, I'm charging around here. I have double time. Double time just gives you 1 more charge of charge. Doesn't reduce the cooldown to 12 seconds like it does on live right now. It just gives you 2 charge cooldowns, and each charge is 20-second recharge as well. Just so you are aware of this. Let's try to get a reset on that Slam. Welcome to the jam. Where's that Slam reset? Slam, reset Colossal Smash. There it is. Yeah! Execute! What the hell? There. That was weird. I couldn't execute him. I was not close enough. I don't know what's going on. They'll show up Blaze Storm on single target. Same animation. It has 7 ticks. If you are Arms Warrior, you know it has 7 ticks. It ticks 6 times, and then there's a zero tick at the very end there. Show off your what's it called again? Freaking Victory Rush. Too much Warriors going on in my brain today. There's a Whirlwind to get a reset. Didn't work. No big deal. I'll go over here and pull this crab again, too. We'll show a Victory Rush. I'll show you what Enraged looks like. Rawr, angry red footies. Do a little slash, little smashy smash. We'll put up some, I'll use our cooldown on the next mob. There's Execute again, that big swing. Let's pull this guy over here, and this guy's gonna get, I feel so sorry for you, Mr. Crab. Oh, Warcry. Oh, he's dead. So, As I run back over here, I'm going to show off here is the commanding shot looks like. That little blue, woo, commanding shot, woo, still here in the game. Right now, Hamstring shares the same animation with Colossal Smash, which I put in my notes is kind of awkward. Colossal Smash should feel like its own animation and nothing should share the animation with it, and Hamstring is the exact same thing right now, so that'll probably change, but... We'll go over some things here. Defensive stance, you'll notice on my bar as well as right in the spellbook. Defensive stance is a toggle. There is a GCD to go into defensive stance and no GCD to come out. Defensive stance is 25% less damage taken and 25% less damage done. Adding to my bugs right now, it's actually giving you 25% more damage done, not reducing it. So it's kind of screwy. But again, there's a GCD to go in, nothing to come out. GCD to go in, nothing to come out. So there's a small improvement there. You still have the defensive stance swap if you need to. Again, Battle Cry is Recklessness. Battle Cry is a 100% additional chance to crit for 5 seconds on special attacks only. So just no white attacks, but all your special attacks will crit during this window. Berserker's Rage is still here. There's no weird enrage mechanic anymore, so it just removes and prevents fear, sap, and incapacitated effects for 6 seconds on a 1 minute cooldown. Charge is a 6 second cooldown. Cleave. Look at charge here. This is cleave. This is built in sort of a meat grinder mechanic where if you hit up to 5 targets, your next whirlwind will do 20% more damage per target hit. Again, up to double damage, I suppose. Up to 100% more damage. But the cleave radius is really bad. It's 5 yards or like 8 yards in front of you, but it's like a 20-yard little like radii cone. So if you like move just a little bit off the side of it, you won't even hit. Like I'm right here to hit this mob, right? To hit the dummy, but it doesn't hit it. There it does, and also the cleave buff doesn't have like a stack counter to show you. I put it in my bug report, but hopefully they'll do that. But hitting 2 targets, of course, will give you 40% more damage on your next whirlwind. So whirlwind away. Heroic Leap is still here. Apparently Heroic Leap has had its reticle like increased to actually show the real size of the landing damage. There's that Lua error again. That might pop up a whole bunch right now because of everything. But, which I guess people were like freaking out about, but it's just a fix on the reticule damage, or the area that it hits for. Mortal Strike does not generate rage. It's 6 second recharge. Right now I have a talent called Mortal Combo that just gives it 2 charges, right? While I'm over here, I will put that Titanic Might is the double duration Colossal Smash window, but half effectiveness. It's the glyph you guys have, the major glyph. It's not good. It's for those that want to worry about the Colossal Smash window very much, but it will not be optimal for top tier play. But it's there if you want it. Feel free, I suppose. And then Heroic Strike is here just like it is for Fury, but the component for Heroic Strike is that you add the additional damage up to 3 stacks, 15 rage per stack. It has its own global cooldown, so you can hit Heroic Strike while hitting other abilities, right? It just adds more damage to your next Mortal Strike. So that's all it does for Prot. It adds it to Shield Slam, and all it does for, I think, Fury is Rampage. So it's not the same Heroic Strike we're used to, but it's a rage dump, sort of, I guess. I don't know. Pummel is, of course, still here. Pummel does share the same animation as the charge hit, so you can do kind of this. You can do, like, a double shoulder slam if you want to. That's Pummel. Slam is baseline as well. It costs 15 rage. I'm sorry, I have Dauntless right now, which is all abilities cost 20% less rage, which actually apparently is really, really good. I'll just turn that off, and I'll show you what Avatar looks like real quick. But, by default, it costs 20 rage. And it deals damage and puts up a 25% healing debuff. I kind of wish the tooltip told you the healing debuff on this one, not only on the debuff, but to each their own. But it doesn't generate rage anymore. It just costs rage, as it should. All right, you want to put those Mortal Strikes in that Colossal Smash window, fill with Slam. The one thing I will say that I was told, and as Colossal Smash becomes more prevalent when we do the artifact testing in Pass 2, if you get lucky and you reset Colossal Smash when you have the Colossal Smash like window still up, you should hit Colossal Smash. Because remember, Colossal Smash is getting amped a ton by your mastery, and then if you already have the CS window on the mob, then yeah, hit Colossal Smash again. It's gonna do even more damage. Which is weird, because people aren't used to, like, hitting CS in the CS window, I'm told. Like, Arms Warrior, like, always didn't want to do that. You always want to, like, extend your CS window over time. Whereas now, like, if you get a CS during a CS window, then go do it. get in there. So let's see if I can reset it real quick with Whirlwind shenanigans. Oh yeah, definitely. Just boom. Again, Whirlwind shenanigans with resetting. Boom. Which isn't very, like, people don't do that very much on live. I don't think that's a thing. I was told it's not. So this is a bit of a change. But again, you only have like a couple of major strikes to hit. You only have like 3-ish to 4 main buttons here. So they should do some damage. I'll show you Avatar. You just turn like all bronzy. And you deal 20% additional damage. And you remove all root and snares for 20 seconds. It's a 90-second cooldown. Technically a 70-second effective cooldown. But the spec is really straightforward. Warrior Sorry was in my chat while I was doing this testing, and he was in love with it. He's saying it's like, it's the best it's ever been before. It feels wonderful. It's like the better version it's ever been. There's Warcry real quick for the guaranteed crits. But I don't play ARMS, but I think it feels, comparatively to Fury, that you are like Bam Bam from the Flintstones. It's like big hit, big hit, big hit, reset CS, big hit, big hit. It's all you do. It's kind of slow, a little bit lumbering, and that's how it should feel. Whereas Fury is like, oh my goodness, dual wielding, rampage, wild strike, blah, 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 you know, bloodthirst. Blah. It's very, very different thematically, and that's how it should be. So that feels good if you're a warrior. Maybe it does. I will walk over here real quick. Anger management is every 10 rage spent reduces the cooldown on recklessness, which is Warcry. It's currently bugged. The tooltip name and that Mortal Strike gives like a 4-second reduction on Warcry, which is like, woo, hold on now. So that's obviously not intended. But we'll see if that gets fixed in the future. I'm sure it will be. Opportunity Strikes is your passive for your level 100s now, where it's your melee abilities have up to a 60% chance based on target's missing health to trigger extra attacks that deal bonus physical damage. Now, it's just completely linear. Completely linear. At 100% HP on a mob, you have a 0% chance to proc Opportunity Strikes. At a 0 HP mob, 0% HP mob, you have a 60% chance. So in that range is where your 60% chance for Opportunity Strikes to work. Now, from what our testing shows, it only works on special attacks, because it calls it melee abilities on the tooltip. So it will work on things like Blade Storm. It will work on the application of Rend, but not Rend ticks. We couldn't find out that it worked on ticks, only Rend applications. It'll work on Whirlwinds and Cleaves and Mortal Strikes and Executes and stuff, but it's a passive. It might be better for like consistent AoE over the course of time, like maybe Cleave as well. I'm not sure. It's just a passive version where Anger Management just gives you more opportunities to use Warcry, and then Ravager is just Ravager, right? Ravager is your burst AoE, where you can get in there and go to town with dropping your Ravager and then whirlwinding for days, you know, or Blade Storming in the Ravager window, right? And you still auto attack during your Blade Storm, so when you come out, you can try to reset your cooldown, and you can throw off some whirlwinds there, get the CS window up for the single target, and just like, rah, you know, what are you gonna do? You can whirlwind spam, but at least because Ravager and Blade Storm are still a 1-minute cooldown, they're still, you know, put down the Ravager and spin to win inside of it if you do burst AoE. That's kind of how it works. So, AoE talent, single target, possible cleave, possible chance at AoE damage, possible passive single target increase. If bosses have huge HP pools and they're under execute range for a long period of time, I'm thinking like Mythic Manaroth Phase 3, right? Mythic Manaroth or Mythic Archivon Phase 3. Opportunity Strikes could be great, because you might only get like 1 or 2 Warcries off in that time, but if you're in the execute phase for a long enough time period, this might be more damage, but that'll just come down to math. Again, Mortal Combo is 2 charges of Mortal Strike. So Fervor Battle right now is broken. It's supposed to give you extra rage on targets hit by Whirlwind and Cleave. Cleave works just fine. If I hit these 2 targets right here, I'll get 4 rage. If I go over here and hit 1 target, I'll gain 2 rage. But again, Cleave is such a small radius, 2 rage. Whirlwind, however, only gives 2 rage. It should give at least 6 rage. We actually don't know if it's supposed to give 6 rage if I hit all these 3 targets, or if it's supposed to be 18. Because again, Whirlwind hits 3 times. Let me get a little rage here real quick. Go for it, connect 4, do it. So it hit 6 times right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on 2 targets. Because Whirlwind has 3 components when it hits 4. So we'll have to see if Fervor should be giving 3 per hit or just 3 per individual target. Again, rend is still here. Rend does work with the CS window, so if you have a rend up and you put up Colossal Smash, it will gain the 100% additional damage. Huge bleed ticks. Same thing with Bladestorm. There are some shenanigans I was told that with the artifact weapon plus Bladestorm plus Colossal Smash windows plus Avatar and stuff, you can get like stupid Bladestorms, which I'm sure if you're an Arms Warrior, you'll love that. Again, Double Time. I think Double Time should actually swap with Impending Victory. Impending Victory is that Slam has a 40% chance to just heal you whenever you use it. But, like, Second Wind is still here. But Double Time is, like, movement. Second Wind is healing, but Impending Victory is healing. But Bounding Stride is movement. It's like a small dash after you Heroic Leap. And then Die by the Sword, which replaces Defensive Stance, gives you Die by the Sword. So, like, it feels that Double Time is movement. Bounding Stride is movement. And Die by the Sword is like, if I can't move, I might as well Die by the Sword. Whereas Second Wind is passive healing if you don't take damage. Impending Victory is a chance to heal yourself. And then Imposing Roar, same for Fury, while you're under the effect of Commanding Shout, which will apply to your raid up to 30 yards from you. 20% increase to your leech. There might be some talent moving around in the future. I'm sure they will be. There has to be. Some of them are kind of like weird in placements. Overpower is still here. Your attacks have a chance to activate Overpower. It could be all attacks, special and white attacks, but it's hard to test because it's a low chance, and the tooltip doesn't tell you what the chance is. And Overpower has a higher chance to crit. Obviously, you probably want to put Overpowers and like kind of bait an Overpower and then hold it for a CS window. Just change the rotation up a little bit. Might not be very good because Dauntless, the rage generation reduction, or rage cost reduction to help your rage generation is so much better, I've been told. But we'll see how, you know, balancing comes in the future. Shockwave is still here. Stormbolt is still here. Sweeping Strikes only works on Mortal Strike and Execute. So, Cleave, single target damage, AoE if you need to also stun. That's the top tier. So, there are plenty of choices here for the Arms Warrior. I think there are some definitely great ones. You know, you still have your Bladestorm Ravager combo, Opportunity Strikes. You still have some passives you can take. You know, you can just kind of go with, you know, Rend or Heroic Strike if you don't like the Mortal Strike combo. You can take Titanic Might if you don't want to deal with the CS window, even though most Arms Warriors will never take this talent. It's kind of like a for me. But that's everything, I think. It's pretty straightforward. CS window got cleaned up. It's just a lot more choppy chop in that window. So right now there is a weirdness with that Whirlwind resets CS more often because of the multiple attacks, whereas Slam is better for rage to damage math because Slam is obviously half of Whirlwind. And Whirlwind does the exact same damage, almost, basically, to one target as Slam will do to one target, but since Whirlwind hits 3 times, you see the problem here. So we'll see if that changes in the future and how that gets worked out once numbers tuning comes down in the line, but that's the Arms Warrior. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you want to see, again, all the other testing I have done, refer to my channel guide on my Twitch page. And if you want to see all the bug report and all of my other thoughts and my little notes I made for this recording, it's in all the description box as well, down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button. Helps me out a great deal in all these series. Makes me know that you guys enjoy my summaries. Again, I'll do every class 3 times. The second pass will include artifact stuff, and the third pass will hopefully include all of that in a pre-made character down the road with all the hooks unlocked, all that kind of good stuff. Subscribe if you want to see more of these in the future, and I will see you on the next class summary.